Hello, folks. Welcome along to the 2024 Australian IFSC Oceania League Championships, folks. Welcome along to Elevate Climbing Gym here in Sydney. It's great to be with you here this weekend. Lots of good climbing going on, folks. But before we get into that, let us introduce ourselves. Jason Whitten here with you for the rest of the day with our para finals and our Open A male and female finals this afternoon. But I'm joined by the one, the only, the legendary Ian Gilmartin. Ian, great to be with you again, brother.
Jeez, it's going to be a fun day. I like the hype. That was nice. Yeah, thank you. Good morning. Joining us at the
had some fun this morning. But right now we're going to have our competitors in the para category. It's great to see this category growing. Maybe a little tidbit, and I've got a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Where was the first? What category was the first Australian IFSC World Championship medal achieved in?
Yeah, I was wondering what
you up.
I was like, hang on a minute, there's a blooming quiz here.
This is lining you up.
Yeah, I was like, get in the chat quick. But no. Yeah, we did. We won our first medal in para, didn't we?
We did.
Exactly, which was, a great step forward for Australian sport and Australian climbing. So, just did my citizens test this week, Pat. So
welcome to the True Australia, Ian.
Pretty much proud citizen. Yeah, I'm stoked, and that's great to see. I mean, look, we're excited to see all these athletes climb today. But this para division, so exciting. What they've overcome to be here and the ability they show is incredible. So yeah, if you've not watched the Para World Cup or anything before, yeah, like I say, grab your drink now because you don't want to miss this.
Absolutely, and I believe we've got 9 competitors out in a moment. It is the finals. They've had their semis as well, and like all of the categories this morning, they've made it through to the final this afternoon. You can see the Open finals organised there behind you, but you can see the Para lead right now, and that's the competitors going to be coming out, and I think it's going to be interesting to see who gets through. This is a new category for you and I. We've only seen it a couple of times, so we're not really familiar with the history of the athletes just yet, but folks, I'm excited to see them come out.
We'll just be enjoying it as much as you, as well as we get to familiarise ourselves with a lot of these top athletes. And as we see young AJ from New Zealand walk by, always a figure here. But no, it's great. Like I say, we at this gym, was it for the last year's nationals and such as well, and it's a beautiful, spectacular place, and yeah, an ideal venue for them to host this division. And yeah, I'm keen as a bean.
Looks like we've got our first few athletes coming out now. They get to do a viewing, Ian. They get to check out the route and work out how they're going to climb it. So maybe we just talk the folks through the process and the scoring. Yeah. And if you're new to climbing, fantastic, great to have you here. If you're experienced in the climbing competition world, sit back and relax. You might already know what we're going to say. We've got a few supporters online, which is awesome. But how does it work? So what happens from here? How does it score? What happens?
Yeah, I was going to say you can sort of fill in the blanks yourselves. And this is the same format and same set we'll see this afternoon as well with all the divisions as they come out. They get this viewing where unique to climbing, everyone sort of works together. They get to see the route. They only get one attempt at the route when they get to it. So they're all working out. They see all the holes that the route setters are there with them to explain. If they have any questions, obviously they can't go and touch any holes which they can't reach from the ground. They just got to plan their route up, and the scoring, obviously the goal is to reach the top. The top of the climb is always the most points, but obviously they have different point zones each hole as they progress. Gives them a higher score.
And there's a time also, and I'm not sure. So I'm not 100% sure if there's a different time in the para, and it varies depending on the competition, but it can be between 6 and 8 minutes. So you've got 6 and 8 minutes to get as high as you can. Each of the holes has a point, and then it there's more points as you break through the section.
So like the 100-point tally to the top, and as they come down, like the final ones will be a bit closer. We're already getting people in the chat, which is good. So remember, if you are at home, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but we don't want people to miss these awesome events, and give these athletes their flowers by sharing the love. So please jump on your socials, share the links, spread the word. Let's get everybody in, and the crowd's enjoying this, and stay in the chat as well. We've got the YouTube chats. We just want to have everyone happy, and tell your friends.
Absolutely. Well, we are live. Big shout out to our distribution partners, which is KO and YouTube.
Oh, wow.
And you can share and see this on KO, which is fantastic to see those platforms getting behind
the sport.
the home of sport.
KO is amazing.
Yeah, which is awesome. Now, give us a shout out in the chat, folks. It's always great to see who you're supporting, and anyone who usually goes back and has a little watch on YouTube as well. So, they'll see your support and love right there. So light up the chat, make it happen. Let's see if we can get the team which are on site with the cameras to maybe have a look at the wall and see what we're looking at. Hey, listen, it's a pretty hot and it's a pretty hot day down in Sydney, folks, and it is summertime. If you are from around, if you're not from Australia or here this weekend, then let us know where you're from. But if you are in another place in the world, you might think, God, it's cold Christmas time, but Australia's not like that, is it, Ian?
No, trust me, it's the biggest difference. This is the peak of summer. It's so hot. Glorious weather in Sydney at the moment. We live on the Gold Coast, which was a bit different. It's been a bit of a rainy time, but the heat is incredible. The humidity plays a massive factor when climbing. Thinking about that, the grip, the sweat in your hands. So just another addition, another thing to think about. Every country obviously has its own barriers for climbing. And Australia's is that, look at that,
humidity, 60%.
28 degrees with 60% humidity, they'll feel that.
And, when you're in a climbing gym, and this one is bigger, it doesn't have air conditioning, it's got fans, so it can tend to heat up a little bit, and actually, as you climb, it gets hotter.
I was just going to say that it's like climbing into the sauna, isn't it? That's the funniest thing. It's every hold up, you go, I'm sure it's warm here, so by the top, it's probably about 34.
So you can see, folks, these are the routes that the competitors about to navigate, and it gets into a fairly steep section up there, and a bit of a roof. Turn the lip and into the head wall, and it would be really awesome to see the athletes up there. We love to see the exciting parts of the climb. For those who are listening in at home, Ian, usually in the climb, we've got our first competitor look like they're getting right up. Not ready to go yet. Actually, just testing the holes. You can touch the bottom holes, whatever you can reach from the
without elevating.
without leaving the ground. But hopefully we get some of these competitors doing their best today, because that's what they're here for, and getting to the top.
I tell you, you can put me a million holes on the wall there to get that top. If you're at home, like I've climbed these walls, and like say if you're at home and never been to this venue, or if you're local and you can get there, it's definitely add it to your list because it's spectacular. But that wall, the deceiving overhang in some of these walls, you're looking and, pretty much vertical. That 5 to 10 soon becomes 25.
Yeah.
And my gosh, it's not pleasant. So that really will test their strength and their stamina in this heat.
Yeah. We've got a little bit of warming up there going on, and I think there's a bit of footage from a little bit earlier today. From the semi-finals, and you can see the category. It's not sort of broken down into different categories, just one category at the moment. In the Paralympics, there's different categories of the sport, but it's great to see it's included. And of recent times, Ian, the last few Olympics, climbing has just absolutely gone ballistic, and it's great to see so many people.
Well, when you're on the inside shouting out, saying, come on, look, this is the best spot. You feel like a broken record, and, you've climbed for many, many years, Jason. It's the same thing, is that you know how great it is in the community and everything. We're grateful now that with the Olympics and the growth of the World Cup scene, that it is really starting to get the hype that it deserves.
Yeah.
And it is, people say, this is the most exciting new sport. Well, it isn't new, but it is the most exciting development and growth. And I'm loving it. I'm loving seeing the new faces. We see it week in, week out when we're climbing around gyms and things. every new young faces coming in, and this is only going to help it even further. Yeah. So if you're, you just strap for the next 10 years really in the Olympics. We're getting closer.
Absolutely,
now,
the 2032 destination.
8 years, Jace.
Yep. A little bit of for Australia anyway. So there's one in LA, but just recently, our Olympians, Campbell and Oceania, have still been competing, on the world stage, and Oceania got our first open medal at a World Cup just recently, which is awesome.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I say, this is the thing is when they go over to Europe, people think, oh, there's a big divide, there's a big step. But the big thing you have to remember is with these athletes in all sports, when you change country to compete, the climate, like we just spoke about, the climate, the different styles of route setting, different brands of holds in gyms, the different ideas they have when they build gyms. We're a very volume-heavy country in Australia. We use a lot of the grey triangles you can see in the background to change angles. Some countries are very traditional, very flat. It's just different things, and like they have to adjust to that way of climbing. She has done it majestically. Incredible.
Absolutely.
Young.
Yeah, and so young, and so much opportunity to go. It was interesting. We were chatting, and Campbell joined me just recently because you couldn't make it.
It was awesome.
Sadly, I missed you, Ian, but it was awesome to hang out with Campbell.
He's a legend.
Absolute legend, and he helped us. Commentate the open boulder, and he was sort of saying he's one of the oldest ones in the circuit. 28 years old, that he's kind of the grandpa. So it is at a high competition level. It seems to be a younger person's sport, which is fantastic. I like that.
And he's a good role model for these younger athletes. All right. As well.
Looks like we've got our first athlete out now. Rani is underway, and you can see, folks, she's already connected to the wall, and this is what's called top roping. For those who are in the know, they know it. For those who don't, you can lead climb, which is clip as you go along. You'll probably see that a bit later on today, folks, if you haven't already from this morning. And this is top roping, so
and it's dual top rope, which is unique for this division as well. But
looks like it might be a transition maybe thing up higher, but looks awesome. Going really well so far.
Yeah, I was going to say, just saying,
charging along.
We're chatting away, and Randy's just flying up the hill. So the little bits you can see tied up there, the quick draws, there's some dangling down on the right hand side with the little metal hoop. Again, I'm talking for the laymen who have not seen the sport before, but there's some of them, they tie them up to get them out of the way. So if you're wondering why Rani's not stepping on those other little ones, it's because they're out of bounds. They're not holds, they're just the draws. But yeah, Rani's looking up. These are huge holds, very slopey, so they're not ones you can just grab with a nice clenched fist. It isn't like an open palm hold, to give you sort of a bit more of an idea. So Rani's got good footing and just taking this time to shake out the hands, get fresh, balance that endurance, because there is a lot of climbing. And
she might be just that's it for her. So well done.
That's a big sloper, that big open hand sloper.
Absolutely. Well, and it's always deceiving, especially like you and I say, Ian, it's easy to call it from the couch. But you can see, folks, you think, oh, that thing's massive, it's big, why can't you just hold on to it? Well, they're big, but they're deceiving. They're not they're not as positive as you want them to be, or the route setters do some fantastic setting and they turn them the wrong way, or they're awkward or whatever.
The devious route setters, and it is the dark devils of everything. But it's brilliant to see how well they can do that, where you're like, oh, this one's good, and then it's a full open hand, so you need a straighter arm, you need to lower your weight. It's all clever use of your body to get through these sort of things. And that does look like a low crux. That looks like the first sort of real sticking point. So we'll see if many can get through that.
So we've seen the spot we might need to keep an eye on for sure. So crux, folks, for those who are at home, crux is one of the more difficult spots on the climbing route, and usually takes a little bit to work it out. So we'll see. We've got our next competitor about to take the wall.
I think we've got, kind of the two going together.
Oh, we're going to duel it out. Okay, so we've got two climbers, and
cupping, and this Balea.
Oh yes, had some treatment by the
look
of
myself, but not quite that much.
No,
goodness me.
Well, there you go. Relaxed. We've got two on dual climbing, which is fantastic. So we've got Daniel and Asunta about to jump on the wall.
Daniel. Let's go.
Daniel climbing the same route as
Rani.
before. Nice, solid start. This one's underway. So she's got 2 ropes as well. Yeah,
a bit more of an overhung start there as well.
Yeah. They're both just.
Come on, Dan.
Slow and steady wins the race, or slow and steady is going to get them there. No need to rush this, and sometimes.
Patience is always. I do think that we always say it's the fine line between you've got to go steady enough so you're not rushing and leaping and exploding and burning everything out, but at the same time you've got to keep moving so you're not on the wall for 6 minutes, because if no one wants to be hanging on 6 minutes. It's a huge endurance test.
No, and it's a balancing act. Whether you move fast and miss the technical maneuvers that you need to and make a mistake, or you go slow and try and work it out, but you run out of energy. So look, we love that part of climbing and watching these competitions, and you can see the athletes working it out as they go, which is awesome.
That's a smart move, the towel as well. I was just thinking that of all the years, I never towel in an indoor gym. It makes so much sense instead of just chalking. Towel and chalk would be
get rid of the moisture and then chalk up.
That's such a little clever touch there. You go, thank you. So I'm going to use that. But yeah, they're both going well. Like we said, every hold up they are scoring more points, so we don't have it shown on the screen, but the goal is to reach that top hold in these ones, or clip the top draw in the lead, and that's the 100 points. So just come on, just trust that rock over there. That's that. This is that next sloper. So
he's made it. He's made it to a pretty good point at this moment, and gone through that small crack section. The commentator's curse.
Yes, that's slap.
Just needed to transfer that weight from sort of one shoulder to the other, and Daniel.
New high point though.
Absolutely, Daniel's done well in that section. Assunta doing very nicely. Got some great endurance here, and making her way very nicely.
This is an awkward spot to get on that. If you go just right up. Maybe switch that hand to that next jug. There you go.
Fantastic. Now this will be the sort of the vertical section, and she'll get into maybe a little bit more technical as we go ahead. But it's great to see good endurance by her, and really good.
And might hit these big green slopers, which again, like I said, I think it is a bit in cut. Yeah, so it's dipped a little bit, so there is a bit of positivity in this first one, but I think they do get worse.
Now they do have to stick with the colours, folks, so you can see different coloured holds here and there. Now they will be able to use those blue volumes in, so that's part of the climb, and the holds that they have to follow are usually either colour-coded or they're the only ones on the route. Maybe later on there'll be different sections as they do it for scoring.
Sometimes we see the white to the red to the black or whatever.
That's right, and that's the sort of different scoring sections. But
well, that was something that was really interesting when we were chatting to the route says at the Oceanias last November.
Yeah.
And they were saying that with the lead routes, they sort of divided it into 4 sections, and they let 4 different route setters create each one.
Yeah.
So it sort of didn't feel like one person's vision for the whole thing. It had each person had their own style, tried to follow the last one, which was really clever.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure, we haven't had a chance to catch up with the route setters this year just yet, but it was a really cool thing that we saw last year. So always new things happening at these events, and we're underway on the other side here as well.
Assunta, still hanging in there. Fantastic fitness, and that's where I don't know whether there is a clock timing in this category, but at this moment in time, Assunta is still on the wall and doing fantastically.
Yeah, Josh is flown up here. Yeah. Oh, Josh is absolutely motoring. Come on, Josh.
Not mucking around, and that's that process.
Is that next slope of that bad hold? Yeah. Oh, just kept that weight down. The other one, see? Leant back off the straight arm, kept the weight low, and then just moved through as quick as possible. Now, here's that Gaston that Daniel got into, but just couldn't get out of. So, let's see if Josh attempts to try this the same way. Drop the foot to the next low one. I kept the foot high. Yeah. There we go.
Just shift that weight. Oh, nice. Good really transition. Yep.
Good bit of speed. It's like they say in the Japanese slab, sometimes the best way to do those slow, careful moves is to do them fast. Yeah.
I love it.
But it's true. It works.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Come on. This is really good. So now
Assunta's, she's sporting two 2 chalk bags, which is great too. So, you know, the quick draw on each side.
2 chalk bags, 2 flag, 2 towels. I love that. Yeah. But I will say, you know, they talk about endurance. This is an incredible feat by us, and just still going so strong. And
well, Josh is actually charging along too, isn't it?
Josh is moving like a rocket ship. Yeah. I mean, it's like the 2 opposite ends of the scale, but both of them really succeeding. A new high point on for both, obviously, because the Sun's the first to try this one. Really epic. Josh. Really epic effort.
Yeah, well, he did very well getting into that.
This is a tricky spot for Suntory. That left foot's just slipping. Oh, dude.
There you go. Well done, both of them.
I think she was one from the top there.
Yeah, yep. Josh was charging along as well, and just couldn't grab that that next hold. It looked big, but it was maybe just a little bit slopey. Hit it just a little low.
That was awesome.
Yep, away you go. So well done.
Yeah, you deserve a rest now. That was incredible effort. So well done.
I feel like that was that was a long time.
Yeah,
10 minutes.
Her face said everything like, wow, what an absolute accomplishment. So well done. Epic.
All right, our next climb is going to be out just momentarily, but you can see a few of the supporters there today. Not a big crowd today, folks. This is a qualification event here. They can score points to qualify to go to World Cups and stuff at this official Oceania IFSC competition, which is fantastic for our competitors.
Yeah, exactly right. And yeah, this venue sort of splits them out a bit, so there'll be some people upstairs on the side balcony, some at the front. But this area is sort of usually a cordon off for judges and volunteers and a few family members. So yeah, most of you hopefully are joining us in here. But yeah, it's like I say, this isn't just a well done, you won a medal. This is a really important competition because this gears towards their standings and helping them when they do apply for these World Cup events.
Yeah.
And more World Cup medals, we hope.
That's right. Well, we've broken the what do they say? They've broken the seal or whatever on the medals, and hopefully it keeps it going. So it's good to see. But again, this is I think this is the second year that we've had the para finals on the live stream from Sydney, and it could be the third if I remember. But this is the largest amount of competitors for this section that we've seen as well, which is awesome. So it's growing, and it's fantastic to see Andrew and Araminta out now as you go. And that's Marty and the crew back in the studio. Give everyone a wave, Marty, because you're on the live stream. Well done.
He wanted his moment in the sun. Here he is. He's a beautiful young man. There you go, Marty. We'd rather see the climbers, though.
Marty's working it out, but yeah, if you can cut us back to the climbing, that would be amazing. We've got the crew down there, and it's good to see. Great spot in the corner.
Yeah, nice.
Yep. Yep.
Well, they're making their way up the wall.
There we go.
Nicely. Yep. He's just hit there. We're back. You should see now. Yeah, so we're back, and you can see they're both moving along nicely. Again, at that Gaston, he actually reached through that first move instead of doing it the same way as the others. But let's see this next.
Up there, nice and strong. Looking quite solid at the moment. Very strong. And
Araminta's going well too.
Yeah, Araminta's up there into this section. A bit of a transition section. You've got to sort of get your feet up, and it's quite awkward because there's no feet off to the left under the roof there. So.
It's almost a little bit like, you wish you'd done a bit of time at Frog or the crack climbing.
Yeah.
That's vertical, straight climbing.
That's right.
Style.
Well, Andrew is just moving into the section where his next 1 or 2 moves he'll be at a high point, which
Josh fell,
quite happy, quite sure he's happy about. So you can see how steep it gets, folks. He's really
full roof there,
full roof.
He's trying to counterbalance with, I think, really nice adjustment there. Come on, oh! That is the same spot, I think.
Yeah, he went for the left hand around the corner, so different version of trying to navigate through that crux move, and it looks like it's quite a power crux move, that one. Not necessarily that technical, but
well done.
Yeah, well done. And so what happens that in a scoring situation like that, if you get the next hold, you get a plus, and if you don't get the next hold, No, if you get the next
No,
hold, you score it.
If you reach positively past the hold, then you get the
you get a plus. Yeah, so I'd be interested to see how that one scores. Actually.
And they also will go to a count back to their qualifying if they get the same.
Yep. All right, well, Minty's off as well. Araminta.
Great nickname.
Fantastic.
I love a nickname as a Yorkshireman, you know, so all friends and family, please stay in the chat. Well done. See, again, I love the different approaches, much quicker approach, tried to do that speed run before the burnout. We saw such a different style, but epic.
Well, you would see, and we say it with different, different heights and styles of climbers in the competitions, and this takes it sort of to another dimension. With the para, there's obviously a certain compensation they have to make for their world, and it's great to see how they navigate things in that way. It's awesome. Yeah.
Overcome and achieve. Here we go.
Absolutely. So
we're going to see
right now,
it seems just underway here.
Got Laurie and Jeanette, our next two. Out and about. Yeah, big shout out to Elevate Climbing down there in Sydney. Thank you for hosting this. Ian knows this very well, but if you don't know it at home, folks, the climbing gyms, don't make a lot out of shutting down their gyms for the climbing comps. They do it because we want to get the sports up and out, and for the love of the thing. So, if you do love the live stream, folks, pop down to Elevate and have a climb and say thank you, and say thank you with supporting them as well. And big shout out to, Sports Climbing Australia as well, who does an amazing job organising all these events for our athletes. It's all about the athletes. It's all about the competitors. But there are people who, donate time and other things to get it done. So big shout out to all of them as well.
Huge amounts of volunteer work, including the belayers, the supporters, the SCA staff. Volunteer hours endlessly. And
totally.
but like I said, these facilities, they put on these events, and this one, judging by this early route setting, there's some nice twists and turns, some good variety. They give their heart and soul for this week of setup, and we're reaping the benefits now.
Janet and Laurie looking good. Laurie moving into the steep section, and Janet.
So this is interesting to see how Laurie's going to do this next bit here, because we've seen like two different approaches where Josh went sort of straight and Dan went left.
Oh, Laurie, nice.
Big power, big shot.
Pulled the guns out, and here's where it looks. So this is the move. Where's nice. He's looking strong.
Top,
all right.
But skip that next one. That's the bad one, that left hand there.
And you can see a tick on that marker, or that volume around there, folks. Oh, another power move.
Just skipping it, just pure about there. You go.
Who needs that hold? He's there.
Nice.
Yeah, good.
Just gonna bump to this next. These do have I was going to say, these do have a real variety. Some of them are juggy.
Yeah.
Some of them are quite slopey and small. So I think that was the latter.
Laurie, a new high point. Yeah. Jeanette still making her way, and
normally you will see. So again, the order that they come out is normally the lowest qualifier first. So with the top 8 here, we will listen to people who qualified in 8th position. Which is no mean feat, all the way through to the last 2 coming out will be the ones who qualified in 1st position. So traditionally you would expect to see the highest points from the furthest qualifiers, but history does show that isn't always the case, right, Jace?
That is true. But yeah, you can have a cracking round in the semis, and then it doesn't go your way in the finals, and that's the thing with lead climbing. We talk about this all the time. It's one and done. It's the only go you have, and in bouldering you have a few minutes to work it out. But this one, it's high stakes.
The highest, and that's the thing is, if you give everything on your qualifying and then your semi, your skin. It's a sport that climbing is so important. These holds are very abrasive, and the skin. Oh, come on, nice. The skin. Pays its toll, so you might not be able to perform at your top in the finals because you've given so much.
That's right.
Janet's just trying to get that high right foot up here, I think.
It's just this awkward section in here.
And then you've got to reach over and sort of pass. Come on. Got a little bit tied up there, but well played, Good effort.
All right.
We're really getting the athletes flying out here.
Absolutely.
I've
got Kobe.
Kobe's
in the house.
Yeah.
Doing well. Looking very composed at this moment in time. Moving through to the holds and yeah, making you know, got some good footwork going on, making it work. Get up into that section pretty quickly by the look of things.
Kobe's a mean climber.
Yeah. Very composed. Nice, Kobe. Now let's see how he works with this transition here from this kind of large sort of Gaston move over to the other side and makes the weight transfer. Nice little rest. Left hand in, ready to go. Get the feet right.
There, we take us on step across.
Yeah, nice strength. You can see him really getting in there with that Gaston to the double Gaston, and gets through that lower crux section. Up into some holds that are a bit pinchy and a little bit awkward to hold, but put the body in the right position and should be okay. Now we know that this next few moves up into this roof is a bit powerful, Ian.
Yeah, good boulder as well, Kobe. He climbs Arjun a bit as well. Seen him climb a number of times. I just gotta work this bit out.
Well, he's taking his time
in this bit. Yeah.
Which is good.
Match on that one. There you go. And then now try and get them feet up.
Yeah, interesting how we sort of start a bit lower this time and sort of more to the left rather than trying to take it straight up through the.
He needs to swap
corner.
his hands over really, and then he could pull that right hand back up to those next two jugs. So join match or swap. Yeah, there you go. Now bring that right hand up. No, you need that swap. Just adjust his hands to have the right hand lower. There you go. Left hand up and then pull through to that next pinch. Step your right foot up.
Well done, Ian. It sounds like he's listening to you. Sounds like
I'm there.
Well done.
Come on.
Nice work, Jason.
Now he's going to be that. Now he needs to put the left foot back down though, or box up in that to move. I couldn't do. Nice.
Got himself in there. A little bit of a reverse knee bar there, almost, or some sort of leg lock.
I mean, if you're hanging on the arm straight, it can be used as a mini rest, that sort of a thing. Now this way. Try and get that left foot on a hold if you can.
Samuel up as well now, so let's see. And he's looking composed. Start of the climb though, but he's got a fair bit to go, but so far looking good. Very nice, precise movements.
Come on, Jace, keep fighting it. Like I said, I think you need the right foot on that sort of like frog face.
Yes.
So he isn't as boxed in, and then the left foot can come out wide a bit more. Easier said than done, of course, but again, good. Oh, what's this? Just gonna jump for it. Use the frog.
Yeah. So I wonder, like, and it sounds, it looks like He thought the quick draw was part of the climb, and you can't use those folks. So if they're not part of,
there you go. That's good. No, it's going to be narrow, but you're just going to have to trust that left hand and just take the right off. Lean back of the left.
He was so close that foot. Now this
has stumped a lot of them though.
It has.
I just think you need to be like that right foot on the frog on the next hold up. It might be much worse than we think.
Or not enough endurance, and that's tough. You hang around in one spot, a little bit awkward. You need to move through it, and you burn out pretty quick when it comes to the forearms. Samuel into this section, looking very strong there though. That Gaston, it didn't even phase him.
It's in a huge backstrom here. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see him through this roof here. Just with that strength there. Hopefully he can make sure. Oh, the good old knee.
Yeah, beautiful.
Fantastic.
a proper outdoorsman's approval.
Yeah. Tick in the box. We love him already.
Nice
one, Samuel.
Okay, Sam, that's good.
All right. Well, he didn't rest too much in here. Actually, maybe kicking him for a little rest now. He thinks this big hold's good enough to get a little bit back on.
This is quite a smart thing to do, is take your rest now.
Yep.
He's got here in record time. Take your time, chill out, and then just get through this roof as quick as possible.
There he goes. Let's see if he can make his move pretty quickly.
He really commits to his decisions.
Like
that straight back down.
The rope was in the way a little bit, so he's another change a different way. Get his body weight under his arms.
Starting to feel real fatigue now.
Yep. See if he can drive through to that larger hold.
Big push.
Resting here. Yep. Here we go. Boom.
Big there.
Nice. Samuel.
We've got Gerard about to start on the right.
Yep. 2 climbers on the wall again, which is great to see. Samuel taking his time here.
He's going to use the left hold, which, like I said, we've only seen one.
Yeah. And that could be a little bit deceiving, that left hold, because I actually think that left hold is probably for a toe hook or something by the look of it. But it's difficult to know that. It's easy to see 3 or 4 other people climb it and then commentate
We've
it.
had a luxury that they haven't. And this is the thing you got to keep in mind. You're watching it. Well, we know what to do here. Imagine, they're coming out. They've only seen it from the ground. They've all had the discussions. And as we can see, these holds look very different when you're down there. I would say to stand on that frog face.
Yep.
It could be a fact that when you get up there, it's actually quite a low-profile hold, and it doesn't offer the positivity we think. But doesn't matter. Let's see how they figure it out. And we've got Gerard here, just again going pretty nice and comfortable, not racing away, just taking the time, very considered with every move, which is a good way. You trust the holds, just trust those feet.
Finding his way through. Yeah.
To the right.
Some good technique going. Just trying to find where
just
where
don't
the
want to
feet
see
work.
Stand on them draws because they are out of bounds as such. Standing on those little draws. There you go, nice.
Now the route setters will try and tuck them away so they're not used, and accidentally if they touch them, not a big deal. But if you stand on them or pull on them, that's not part of the route and not a approved piece of it. And
awesome.
Sarah now out as well.
Sarah, again with a well-known climber. Nice. Underway.
Already got the technique down packed. Little mini rests in between each hold. And it might look, what is she doing? But one little second of rest for can really make the difference between
compounded,
one hold.
Over a 4-minute climb.
That's
exactly.
Right.
Jess.
Yep. So good to see. Sarah very
big shout out.
Very accurately climbing. Well done. Shout out, from M for Sarah there. Barney too. Barney's there as well. Great to see the support online, folks. Keep it coming.
Gerard's getting into this tricky spot here again where it just breaks off left. Hold again.
Now he's into this little sort of open bookie corner thing, isn't it, really, at the end of the day? A little bit awkward, we know that. We've seen a few of the climbers find it a bit hard here.
He's really feelings where here. Just trust this and just there you go. You on? Oh.
Just trying to find that one there.
There you go. He's found that first good foot now. It's in a little bit of a tricky spot. Good strength again. Yes,
Found
nice.
it. Nice one, Jared. Now, Sarah, very nice resting position just before the main show, part of the wall here.
Both in those crook spots.
Yep. She obviously sees this right now as a good place to rest, and she's got. She's playing the crowd up too. Well done, Sarah.
There's a show.
Asking for a little bit of support, which is always good. You get a bit of the vibe from the crowd, and get that adrenaline going. So you're going to need it through this roof section, but looking very composed right now. Now this is a big move. We'll see which way, because there's 3 holds there, and it can be a bit deceiving. It has deceived a few of the competitors so far. Nice, Sarah. Now she's got her feet really high here, so I think this is going to be good. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
So she can't hold that slope, but surely isn't. That was incredible.
Hopefully she resets here and doesn't.
One more big pull through, hit that centerpiece. I think she got a feeling of it, so she saw it was more positive.
Yeah, Jared down now, so nice, Sarah. Strong. The crowd loves that. And
fighter. Come on.
Yeah. Let's see how she navigates here with the big tick off to the left here, and what this next move is. Looks like she's going to go for it.
Again, yeah.
Wow. Okay, well.
It isn't bad, but I think, like you say, it's sort of better when you get past it to pull up. But
come on, me. Yes. Oh, you can just see her absolutely grinding it out, bearing down on this. Well done, come on. Well done, Sarah. Yes. Well, that can make all the difference. That one piece, Absolutely. Bit of grit and determination there, and well done, Sarah.
Yeah, I think when you go out to that left toe, like you say, you can get a little bit, not isolated, but you're so far away from the next 2 moves.
Yeah.
And then you have to, she had to put her heel on the good hold and try and adjust across. And just leave an awkward sort of hip space there.
And navigating 3 angles, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You need a maths degree.
Well done. All right.
Gerard did really well. I think he joined the high point there as well.
Very close, I reckon.
We should have 2 left. Is that right? I think
we're getting to the last few competitors, which is fantastic. Great to see.
Yeah, so this is they've voted for these as well. Well done.
A couple more.
Yes, a shout from Paul. Nice one, Sarah.
Now this one here, we've seen Matt a couple times, and he just needs something to hang on to, and he'll campus all the way to the top. Campus is a style of climbing when you don't use your feet, which is awesome. So let's see how he navigates it.
So it's got massive arms and shoulder.
Absolute beast. Fantastic. Let's go, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, a lot of these climbers are very well known for their feats already. So let's see how Matt goes in this one, and then Angus is getting underway here as well.
Angus,
it's climber.
Looking serious and ready to go. Very specific and precise off the ground with his climbing, so can't wait to see how he navigates and how he goes. Matt ready to go as well. Fantastic, Matt, and absolutely motoring along.
He's so strong.
Yeah, not mucking around. Bit of a shakeout, gets a bit of a rest, which is good. Angus a little bit slower, a bit more precise in his progression. Come on, Matt.
It's a tricky spot.
Come on, Matt. Yeah.
Nice.
Those holds are not as big as you want them to be, but Matt just finding the right position to move through.
Just shook out on that frog. Wow, that's a beast. Nice, man. Come on, Matt.
Angus about
That's a huge move from here. He's got to almost just tap through it and get to that next big one.
The big hit. Oh, that's exactly
just miss
right.
It completely. Yeah, wow, really nice. Nice. I don't. If he reaches his next one, I'll be so blown away. He almost needs to just match the next one.
He's grinding it out, hanging in there. Come on, Matt.
Oh, that was massive.
Well done.
That was
I love that big grin on his face, and that's the great thing about climbing and climbing competitions. Everyone, they're having fun first, you know, they're competing against themselves second, and they're looking to, you know, do well third when it comes to the competition. So, you know, it's always great to see. Great community, great energy, and everyone supports. So it's that
was pretty epic to watch there. He just campus 12 meters that climb. That's mad.
That inspiration indeed. Well,
Come on, Angus.
into the business part of this climb here today. This is the crux section, or the first.
Yeah, we're not sitting on top
proper
just
crux,
yet,
I think.
so let's see.
No, he can't stand on the blue holds over there, but he can touch that blue.
Very controlled, precisely.
Yeah, very. Oh, boom. Oh, looking fabulous so far. Very in control. Let's see which way he goes here. Yeah, that is a beast, exactly, Paul.
We've proven it, that's for sure. Nice.
Yeah, see, we get to the section here. Oh, nice, good heel, good body. Ah, yes. Yeah, well done. Looking.
You can do a 22 in that, to be honest, just then, wasn't that? On the cameras. Yeah, so Angus, I apologise. And yeah, doing so well. This is the current high point as well, but
still looking
really nice position.
I think a little bit of lack as to build up by the look of it, but smart here.
Did the right thing by stepping wide. Obviously, putting a full reach here, but then I didn't have to do an adjustment after catching the pinch, which helped.
Getting his hips in underneath his arm, so it doesn't take a little bit of weight off it.
I watched from Vintage Andre when he used to find rest spots in the worst places.
Yeah,
He'd
exactly.
be in the middle of a competition, double knee, but here we go. He's here we are with Angus finding rest everywhere. Come on. Yeah, big move.
Angus,
just fully cut loose. Let's go.
Oh yeah, the crowd's loving it, and so do we.
Come on, we want the top, Angus. We want the top, Angus.
We can see that top. That's what we love. Everyone's excited about that now. All right, he's on. Not a bad hold. Looks like he can maybe recover a little bit.
Yeah, you've done 15 meters. One more.
That was a spicy little move. Crowd pleaser right there just before the run to the final hold.
So he needs to kick his legs because left where the right is and get that right across.
Bit of a transition here. Let's see if he's got something.
I don't know what that next hole's like. That's the hard thing. But yeah, I think you can get your right foot across before you hit that slope. You're in a good spot.
All right,
Eddie. Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie's been a regular competitor at all the comps. Fantastic to have.
Foot's across for Angus.
Oh, Angus.
In a great spot.
Oh, yes.
Really
come on, Angus. You can see his elbows up. Oh,
yes. One from.
Well done. What an epic effort there.
Some textbook technique in the middle.
Yeah,
well done.
Absolutely. Angus, one move from the top, and Eddie partway through now.
Come on, Eddie.
Let's go.
Love to see Eddie at this top.
Looking smooth so far. Eddie, quite an experienced competitor. We've seen her a few times.
Nice. Nice, good. This is where, like I said, I think how you come into this area is what's been causing a lot of the problems. Ironically, Matt, with the cameras, he just cut the frills out of this complicated. He skipped this left-hand move here, didn't he? He was pumped straight across and then used it as a back catch. Nice. Eddie's doing the same now. I think that open body stance is better than you need to slap that right onto the next. There we go. Vintage. No, it needs no tips off me, Eddie. Yeah, that's good. Come on, now you just gotta. That's why I say you would swap your hands. Try and grab there. Swap your hands there. You go now. Pull up to that next one. Come on. Yeah,
you're just in that sort of awkward section where your feet don't have much to the left, and you've got to sort of pull yourself back to the right. So
you need to trust that left foot there, right foot there. Now I'll get it onto that frog. There we go. This is what I was saying before.
Oh, I was wondering what you mean by the frog. It's the frog eyes.
Sorry. Yeah.
Down right now.
Yeah, I think so. And that's everyone now, isn't it? So
that's it. So that is the final of the final climber of the para finals, folks. So a bit later on, we will be having the podiums for the para. So make sure you stick around for that, folks. We're going to leave you now, and later this afternoon, the run sheet at this moment in time says, folks, at approximately 4 p.m. New South Wales time, the final will start. So we'll probably go live at about 3:30 or thereabouts. Sometimes it can change one way or another, folks, but we will be back with you live for the Open A finals, male and females, this afternoon. Ian?
Yeah, what an incredible opener for your viewing today, yeah.
Absolutely, folks. So make sure you come back for that. We've got the top lead climbers in Australia going to go head-to-head for that. So we're in the finals. We've got Dylan, Marlo, Louis, Fahim, Leroy, Joshua, Jimmy and Liam. That's the males. And we've got Maya, Emily, Clea, Roxy, Summer, Judith, Abby and Esty. A bunch of names we know well.
Guns,
absolute guns. The top 8, folks. So make sure you come back and join us for the Open finals this afternoon, approximately 3:30. That's it from us for the moment, Ian. Thanks, folks.
Pleasure, thank you. Yes.
Bye for now.